Hey, this is Robert and you're watching Animation Explanation. Today we'll be covering run cycles, specifically the one that you see here, as well as some time-saving techniques that could potentially speed up the production of your video game animation. You may also notice that the hair and cape play a major part in this animation. However, this video will only be covering the run cycle itself, rather than any secondary animations such as capes or flowing hair. To start, I created 3 keyframes: an airborne pose, a ground contact pose, and a passing pose. Beginning with the airborne pose, this drawing is characterized by a raised knee in the front, a fully extended leg in the back, no ground contact, and this pose is meant to be the highest point or peak of the run cycle. Next, we have the ground contact pose, and as the name infers, this is characterized by the lead foot now making contact with the ground, while the rear leg continues to trail behind the rest of the body. In addition, both knees are in a bent position, and the character is now at the lowest point of the run cycle. Last, we have the passing pose, and for this drawing, the lead foot is still in contact with the ground, but has now been shifted backward, while the rear leg has been shifted toward the front of the body. You may have noticed that while every frame is different, the upper body actually shares some of the same drawings. This is a useful time-saving technique known as limited animation. It basically helps you to quickly animate without having to completely redraw your character in every frame. From this point on, everything gets quite a bit easier. Using my previously drawn frames as a reference, I drew 3 entirely new keyframes using the exact same poses that I mentioned earlier. The only difference is that I swapped the right leg with the left and the left with the right. At this point, we now have a 6-frame run cycle, but depending on your project, you may want to add a couple more frames to your animation. This can change the overall feel of your run cycle, while also providing a bit more fluidity. Basically, for this step, I took my 2 airborne poses and I made a copy of them. With each copy, I lowered the positioning of the upper half of the body, while also raising the height of the lower half of the body. And as seen in this example, you might want to edit your drawing a bit, just so that it looks a bit more natural when in motion. Once all keyframes are drawn and colored, I set the animation to 24 frames per second with a hold of 2 frames per drawing. And after that, the run cycle is complete, and the end result is what you see here. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or contact me on social media. Links will be in the description. And if you'd like to see more content like this, you can directly support the channel by checking out Final Spectrum. It's a minigame for mobile devices, and every bit helps me with creating new video content and game development. Thanks again, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all next time.